Hello, everybody, and welcome inside a Wildcat Fieldhouse on the campus of Harrisonville High School. Your Harrisonville Wildcats set to take on
The Carthage Tigers.
Are you excited for the game today, Braxton?
Yeah,
You are? And who's that in front of us right now?
Jill Filer.
Jill came over to see us. Well, we're ready for some high school basketball. We just wanted to let you know we're about 10 minutes away from your opening tip, and we'll be back in just a couple of moments.
It's important to have a local bank. Sherwood Community Bank is the area's only locally owned bank. It's nice when your local bank is also up with the times and provides you with internet banking and a mobile banking app. We are all so busy, so sometimes being able to jump online or use an app to transfer funds at the click of a button is the easiest way to bank. So go to one of Sherwood Bank's 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville and set up an account today.
And don't forget to download the Sherwood Bank app.
Want the best deal from the best dealership? Max Motors Ford, right in Harrisonville, Missouri. We make deals the others won't. More for your trade, less for your new one. Worth the drive from anywhere. We will beat any competitor's offer on a new vehicle by $500 or give you $500 and a tank of gas. With a great selection of over 800 vehicles priced at or below dealer cost. Come see why Max Ford in Harrisonville is the easiest place to buy a car. Visit us at the corner of 71 and 291 highways or shop maxford.com. Proud to sponsor our Harrisonville Wildcats.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services have been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat, and with this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. As always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Lacey Dom.
Hi, I'm Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance.
And as I was saying before I was cut off, I'm Lacey Domnick with Shelter Insurance. As you can see, we're both competitors off the field. However, since we're Harrisonville alums, we both still love the Wildcats and this community.
So if you are looking for hometown insurance from your hometown agent, give me a call, Cameron.
No! Give me a call at 816-380-2700 for a shelter insurance quote today.
Or for the best quote, give me a call at 816-380-3996 for an American Family quote. We know you have options, so we want to team up to give you the best options in insurance.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services have been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat, and with this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. As always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Lacey Dom.
Hi, I'm Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance.
And as I was saying before I was cut off, I'm Lacey Domnick with Shelter Insurance. As you can see, we're both competitors off the field. However, since we're Harrisonville alums, we both still love the Wildcats and this community.
So if you are looking for hometown insurance from your hometown agent, give me a call, Cameron.
No! Give me a call at 816-380-2700 for a shelter insurance quote today.
Or for the best quote, give me a call at 816-380-3996 for an American Family quote. We know you have options, so we want to team up to give you the best options in insurance.
Welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri for the Harrisonville Wildcats and the Carthage Tigers.
That's my sidekick right there, Braxton Grammer. I got my other sidekick, Chase Grammer, here. He hasn't got on the air for a while. We may have to put him and Braxton on the air at halftime so they can dissect the first half. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's Braxton Grammer, Chad Grammer, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some high school basketball coming your way. It is the Wildcats and the Carthage Tigers, as Chase just talked about. And, you know, everybody's kind of out of sorts here today. It's a Saturday afternoon. We're used to those Friday night games. And nevertheless, we got a basketball game here this afternoon between your Wildcats and the Carthage Tigers, the Class 5 Carthage Tigers in town. And the Wildcats had to add some games. They got out of the Nixa tournament, which is normally this week, and they added 2 good games this week instead of the Nixa tournament. With the travel down to Webb City, they lost by 8 on Tuesday night, but it was a hard-fought contest, and the Cats just could not quite come up with the W, but they're 12-4 on the season, and they've had a great January. Only lost 1 game in January, went 7-1 through the month of January. So the Cats are where they want to be as they start February, and this is where you got to make your hay. This is the last non-conference game, and then we're going to get started with some high-quality basketball over the next several weeks as conference really gets rolling for the Wildcats. They're 2-0 currently in the conference, so they have 8 conference games left in this one. So we're ready for some high school basketball action. The Harrisonville Wildcats, the Carthage Tigers, coming your way here in just a few minutes. We'll take another quick timeout. We'll be back with your opening tip-off in just a few minutes.
Nobody needs to be left stranded with a broken car in the winter cold. Take your vehicle into Young's Auto and have them give you a full winter checkup. Their experienced staff will make sure you are ready for even the coldest winter days and nights. Don't just rely on anyone with your car. Go see Young's Auto Repair and let them give you peace of mind during these cold winter months. Young's Auto on Commercial, behind the garage.
Event spaces come in all shapes and sizes. Finding the one that is just right can be a hassle. Not anymore. The Dickey Cottage is perfect for those extra large family gatherings, birthday parties, baby showers, and more. With a large kitchen to use, a giant dining room for everyone, and a living room area with a big screen, there is sure to be room for everyone to relax and feel right at home. So the next time you need a venue that is just right, call Sonia at 816-925-0588 and book your date today. The Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
One of the scariest things to do is to take your car to a mechanic. No reason to be scared when you have the best mechanics around right here in Harrisonville. Colby and the crew at Colby's Car Clinic are all ASE certified mechanics with the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smoothly year in and year out. So don't be scared. Go to Colby's Car Clinic and take the fear out of getting your car fixed. Give Colby a call at 816-380-3000 or go see them in the big blue building behind O'Reilly's. There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant, and remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
From convenience with the Joe Coffee ordering app or comfort with a beautiful area to sit and sip a coffee and do some work, Brickhouse Coffee is Harrisonville's hometown coffee shop. Located on the corner of Harrisonville's historic square, Brickhouse Coffee has a little something for everyone. Check out their Facebook page for upcoming events, and remember to stay warm with some hot coffee this winter.
There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant, and remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside a Wildcat Fieldhouse. Let me readjust everything for you. Okay, so we're on the air already, and we'll talk some more about some basketball coming up in a couple of minutes, but they're getting ready to have their grandparents. They're honoring all the grandparents today, so they're getting ready to do that, and then we will have our regular 15-minute warm-up. So that's where we're at with the basketball game. So if you're tuning in, you're wondering what's going on, that's what we got going on. I'll have Jerry, I'm not sure if he can, but Jerry might be able to run some commercials while the grandparents are coming. I don't know if we can do that or not, but we'll take a timeout. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Thank you very much.
There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant, and remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
From convenience with the Joe Coffee ordering app or comfort with a beautiful area to sit and sip a coffee and do some work, Brickhouse Coffee is Harrisonville's hometown coffee shop. Located on the corner of Harrisonville's historic square, Brickhouse Coffee has a little something for everyone. Check out their Facebook page for upcoming events, and remember to stay warm with some hot coffee this winter.
What is one of your most precious commodities these days? Time. With kids' events, family events, and everything in between, time is precious. So why drive hours and spend an entire day to save $20? Shop local and find your home appliances right in Harrisonville at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. They deliver and can service any issues that can arise. By doing that, you're putting money right back into the community. So stop wasting family time and go see the staff that treats you like their family at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
The Trade Fair Mall isn't just an antique mall. It's several businesses in one. Need t-shirts for your team? A custom t-shirt shop on site has you covered. Speaking of covered, Harrisonville Trade Fair is Missouri's #1 seller of premier portable buildings to store all your outside equipment. Design your own or buy one in stock for as little as $100 down and no credit check. While you are custom designing your premier portable building, snack on some delightful cinnamon glazed pecans, cashews, and almonds from the Nutty Bavarian. You need it, they probably got it. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall across from Sutherland's.
Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter. Flush the radiator, get an oil change, and make sure the heater is ready to keep your family comfortable all winter long. If something else may ail your car, bring it in. Let Young's diagnose the problem, get you back on the road. Young's Auto across the road from Young's Tire on South Commercial Street. Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter. Flush the radiator, get an oil change, and make sure the heater is ready to keep your family comfortable all winter long. If something else may ail your car, bring it in. Let Young's diagnose the problem, get you back on the road. Young's Auto across the road from Young's Tire on South Commercial Street.
No matter the time of year, Sonic of Harrisonville is the place to go for good food quick. Not to mention you can have all-day happy hour if you order a drink on the app. If it's a corn dog you're after or maybe onion rings, they have that too. The best part of the app is you order, pay online, drive in, pull up, they bring it out to you and you're on your way. Sonic is also one of the best ways to raise money for your organization. Call Ed for details today. Sonic of Harrisonville, not just another fast food restaurant.
Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter.
What do you look for when you're buying a used vehicle? How about honesty and integrity, along with a reliable vehicle? That's why you should turn to Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales. Selling reliable vehicles in Harrisonville for 35 years means Holland's will be around when it's time to buy. At Holland's, you get more than a nice vehicle. You get a friend in the car business.
Go where the grammars go, Hans Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
We've all been there before. Needed to deposit a check in our account, but nowhere near our bank. That's where Hawthorne's Bank's mobile banking comes in. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and presto, the check's been deposited. Hawthorne Bank has the big bank convenience with small town roots. So if you want a friendly, quick, and convenient service in a hometown bank, go see our friends at Hawthorne Bank next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
Every team has the same characteristics, including having each other's back. That's the motto the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they got your back. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new in a warm, family-friendly environment. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in bright futures in Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
Welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri, for your Harrisonville Wildcats and the Carthage Tigers.
That is Braxton Grammer bringing us back from break here. We're getting ready for some high school basketball, the Wildcats and the Tigers. And this one has a little bit more meaning for my color commentator. Hey, like father, like son, Gary. What can I say? So we're ready for basketball. This one has a little bit more meaning for you tonight, Gary, this afternoon, I should say. Does that blue and white look a little familiar?
Looks a lot familiar. I wore it quite a few years back in the day and actually got to talk with one of the parents, actually one of the starters for Carthage, Patrick Carlton, who is a quarterback at Carthage, is still a quarterback at Carthage actually, and took his team to the state championship. Had a very good game in the state championship this last year in Class 5, and so just got finished talking to him. But yeah, it's one of those things that it's been so long that I don't know a whole lot of the kids and the parents, but it's always great to be able to see your alma mater, especially playing your hometown now.
So you didn't graduate just like 10, 15 years ago?
I think it was about 8 years ago, I think.
Oh, okay. Nevertheless, yeah, it's always fun. I said, we've played the game against Sarcoxy where Jerry Forschler was a coach. Now we played Carthage. I guess I'm going to have to do some politicking and get West Platte down here so we can make it a trifecta.
Absolutely.
So we're ready for basketball. Tough game on Tuesday night, but we saw some positives out of that. And these two games this week were put on the schedule to make them better. So this is another good non-conference game before they really get into the meat of their schedule starting next week.
Yeah, and you look back at Webb City, they had every opportunity to win that ball game. I mean, they ended up losing by 8. They were down as many as, 18 or 20, close to that. If you look at all the mistakes that they made and a lot of in the first half, a lot of the missed threes and stuff, it was a very possibility that they could have come out of that game victorious. And so I like where we're at now. We're playing that competition that's going to make us better going into conference.
You're absolutely right. They got 8 conference games left after the game today, so it's going to get hot and heavy for about the next 3 weeks, and we'll see where the Wildcats are going into districts.
Yeah, and I like that. One thing that I want to say, I walked up here, and it was just Jerry and I for a while, and he said, "I've never seen you in a hat, or at least a hat inside." Well, I'm sorry, I've got blue on and stuff, blue and white on, but and some gray. But I could not wear my Chiefs hat today. I got it's signed by Lynn Dawson, the quarterback from the Super Bowl IV, and Tony Gonzalez. So therefore, I couldn't help but not wear it and maybe bring some good luck for tomorrow.
Well, and I'm the opposite. I'm like, I've been trying to just go like status quo. I did Red Friday, but I was like, you know what? I wouldn't normally wear Chiefs on a Saturday, so I'm not going to wear Chiefs on a Saturday. But I do have a new jersey for tomorrow. We went to Arrowhead yesterday, and I have a Travis Kelce Super Bowl jersey. Me and Braxton both have one, and then we got Collins one. So I'm going to go a little bit off the cusp because here's my thought process on this. I know we're all superstitious, Jerry especially.
Oh, Jerry was looking at you like, what are you doing?
But this is my thought process on this. I told Angela the same thing today. I usually get worried about things, but you know what? Do you know how many thousands of Chiefs fans are going to be wearing something new tomorrow? So I don't think my one shirt's going to affect it.
You know, though the game that they had to win to get them over to the hump was the AFC Championship game. This should be easy for them. And I say not an easy game. That's not what I'm saying. But easy preparation because they never could get over that hump. For how many years have we been either in the semifinals or final of the championship game and the games, and we never could get over the hump? We did it this year. So and the rest is fun.
Right, and here's my thought process on it. You look at the Royals' 2-year run in 14 and 15. 14, inches away, 90 feet away. Would he have scored? Would he not have scored? They had that heartbreak. The Chiefs in 2018, D Ford, 4 inches offsides.
Yeah.
They felt the heartbreak. Then you go to this year. You go to the playoffs. A gigantic comeback against the Houston team, both this year and then they did it in 2015 in the playoffs. And then they had to play the big, bad, strong team in the next round. It was the Toronto Blue Jays in 15. This year it was the Titans. They can't stop the run. And now we've got this game. I mean, I feel like we're playing with house money. They're going to go out. I think they're ready, and I think they're going to go out and have fun.
I do too. And I think, they've got a little bit more incentive. It's been 50 years for us, for the Chiefs. It's been 25 years, I guess, for the San Francisco 49ers. But they not only want it for themselves, they really want it for Kansas City, but they truly want it for their coach.
Yeah.
That is an incentive. I mean, there's a lot of small games or small things within, and that is one thing that I think is probably is more important than anything is how much they want it for Andy. And you heard them all talk about it. They all talk about it, how much they want it for Andy. And there's a lot of people external of the Kansas City area throughout the nation that want to see Andy win too. So we've only got 8.5 minutes left. Probably somebody's going to say, why are you talking about football?
Hey, there's a big game tomorrow, all right? And we got all week. We played against 2 state champions in basketball this week, and we got all week without talking very much football. Darn it, we're going to talk some football, but I'm going to transition it back to basketball. Super classy of Coach Langer. They had the Grandparents' Day, and they started with a 24-second moment of silence for Kobe Bryant. And I was amazed at how quiet it was in here. It was a powerful moment. It's been a rough week for everybody in the sports world, losing Kobe and then the 8 others, his daughter, and then the 7 others. And I watched the game last night. They played last night. I wanted to watch and see how it went. And I have a 5-year-old little boy over here that has never really seen Kobe play. He got to watch Kobe's replay of the game. And this kid was in tears for 20 minutes last night because it just was so emotional for him. And it just shows you how well, I always hate to go back to the people say our country's divided. I think this week showed you we can have stuff bring us together, and we all need to remember that sometimes. But nevertheless, it's been fun. We got about 7 minutes before we get to basketball action. Jerry's going to play some more commercials. We're going to come back, have some more fun on our pregame show. Wildcats coming up on 4Ts here in about 7 or 8 minutes.
Every team has the same characteristics, including having each other's back. That's the motto the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they got your back. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new in a warm, family-friendly environment. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in bright futures in Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
There's always something going on with the Chamber. Monthly First Friday coffees, monthly luncheons, festivals, and events all over town. Harrisonville Area Chamber of Commerce is there for the community and your business. So don't miss out. Head over to the Chamber's Facebook page and see what's happening, or visit their website, harrisonvillechamber.com. Every broadcast team has to look good. The 4T's crew is no different. That's why we trust C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing to outfit us for each broadcast, offering full-service screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, and more. They can take care of you. When you're looking for a company to make that next shirt, stop looking and call C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing at 660-885-2447 or find them on Facebook or Instagram. When you plan a party, the last thing you want to worry about is cooking. So call the experts at Time for Seasoning Caterings. Stephanie will help you plan and execute a brilliant event for you. So take the worry out of your event and let Stephanie wow your guests with a great menu. Whether a small get-together of friends or a big wedding, Stephanie will take care of you. Visit them online at timeforseasoning.com. That's THYME forseasoning.com.
Looking for a new modern style place for your wedding? One that won't break the bank? We've got good news for you. Harrisonville's newest event space, the Uptown Event Space, is now booking for events for the holidays and next year. Located across from the Old Cass Medical Center, there's ample parking and space for your next big party, complete with private rooms for the bride and groom to get ready, a kitchen area, and a full catering available. It's time to go to Uptown and book your next event today. Buying a house is a full-time job in itself. Why not take the work out of finding your dream home? Go see Carol Looney and her staff at American Heritage Realtors today. Locally owned and members of the community, American Heritage is sure to help you find everything you need in a new home. With insight to local schools, parks, and neighborhoods, they'll match you with everything you want for your dream home. So when the time comes to buy or sell, call American Heritage Realtors at 816-380-6161 or visit them today online at americanheritage-realtors.com.
All right, welcome back inside of Wildcat Fieldhouse on the campus of Harrisonville High School, Harrisonville, Missouri. The Harrisonville Wildcats, the Carthage Tigers in a non-conference basketball matchup here today. Cats looking to move to 13-4 on the year and get ready for the rest of their conference season coming up. They've got 8 conference games left. They've already got a win in the books against Warrensburg, which I think is going to be huge coming down the stretch, and a win against Excelsior Springs. So they've got 2 left against Oak Grove, Odessa, Pleasant Hill, and then 1 each against Warrensburg and Excelsior Springs. So they got a lot of basketball left to be played.
Yeah, and if you count the numbers, they can have a 20-game season, 20-win season, even with a loss. So I mean, and that's always something to really always shoot for. And for them to, and that would be before they actually got to district. So exciting time.
Absolutely. One of the best records they had was 22-5, and that was the 9-10 season, I believe. I'd have to go back. I don't right off the top of my head. Might have been in the 10-11 season, but that was the first time they'd won districts in like 30 years and conference in 30 years or whatever. So we got basketball ready to be played, and these are the games you want to get better. Obviously, they want to win the game today, but they also want to get better today and get ready for conference. And they played a super athletic team against Webb City on Tuesday night, and they're playing another athletic team here. I believe Carthage did win the state title, correct? Did they squeak out against Jackson?
In football?
Yes.
Yes.
So
overtime.
Yeah. So you're looking at 2 schools we played this week down the I-49 corridor, and both of them won state titles, one in Class 4, one in Class 5. And so you know they're going to have some athletes out on the floor. So I'll be interested to see how this game rolls. You know, Gary, for me, Keys to the Game tonight brought to you by the Key to Your Financial Future, a free checking account from Hawthorne Bank. Keys for me, you've got to take care of the basketball tonight. Turnovers were galore the other night. You got to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, you do. And, you know, a lot of that was to athletic ability and speed that Webb City presented to Harrisonville. However, you know, hopefully they learned from that. Nice crisp passes, no passes from one side of the court to the other, because that's what's going to get you in trouble. So,
and then my other key tonight is get to the hole. Dribble, drive, and go strong to the hole. Those you can't have those 7 and 8 foot little those little like running floaters. And I believe we're going to have the national anthem, so we're going to take a timeout. Those were our keys to the game. We'll be back with your opening tip after this, and your starting lineups brought to you by our friends at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. We'll be back.
It's important to have a local bank. Sherwood Community Bank is the area's only locally owned bank. It's nice when your local bank is also up with the times and provides you with internet banking and a mobile banking app. We are all so busy, so sometimes being able to jump online or use an app to transfer funds at the click of a button is the easiest way to bank. So go to one of Sherwood Bank's 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville and set up an account today.
And don't forget to download the Sherwood Bank app.
Want the best deal from the best dealership? Max Motors Ford, right in Harrisonville, Missouri. We make deals the others won't. More for your trade, less for your new one. Worth the drive from anywhere. We will beat any competitor's offer on a new vehicle by $500 or give you $500 and a tank of gas. With a great selection of over 800 vehicles priced at or below dealer cost. Come see why Max Ford in Harrisonville is the easiest place to buy a car. Visit us at the corner of 71 and 291 highways or shop maxford.com. Proud to sponsor our Harrisonville Wildcats.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services have been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a fourth-generation Wildcat, and with this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. As always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
Want the best deal from the best dealership? Max Motors Ford, right in Harrisonville, Missouri. We make deals the others won't. More for your trade, less for your new one. Worth the drive from anywhere. We will beat any.
Welcome back to Harrisonville, Missouri for your Harrisonville Wildcats and the Carthage Tigers.
I don't need to do pregame anymore. I just hand it over to Braxton.
You just turn it over to him.
So we're ready for some high school basketball. Let me run down the starters real quick. First, for the Carthage Tigers, it'll be Terrace Jackson, Patrice Carlton, Joel Pugh, Alex Martini, and Morgan Frischner. And
that's Patrick.
Sorry, I don't know.
There's a K on it.
Patrick. And for the Wildcats, it'll be Bryce Jenkins, Landon George, Brooks Langer, Colby Knowles, and Brody Rogers. Those starters brought to you by Harrisonville's best lineup of appliances. That is Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. So we are ready for some basketball action here. Fristinger, it was Morgan Fristinger. I didn't get that one out very well either. So Gary probably knows all these pronunciations.
I don't.
Hey guys, shh, it's been too long since Gary graduated from high school.
Well, I have a reunion coming up. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but I have one coming
I
up.
need you to tell me. My 25 is this year, which is crazy to me in itself.
Mine's quite a few more years than that.
Surely you're not double me.
No. Oh, gosh. Now that hurt. No, it's my 40.
So this is not bad. 15 years. All right, we're ready to jump it up at midcourt. It'll be Martini and Rogers. Cat's going to go right to left. Left to right will be the Carthage Tigers in the start of this one. And it'll be controlled by Carthage. They'll have it at the timeline. It'll be Jackson to bring it up for the Tigers. Going to set up his offense. They're probably going to try to get a lot into Martini, the 6'7" senior. They spin it over on the wing. Pugh, three ball in the corner. Good by Jackson. And it's a quick 3-0 lead for Carthage. Back the other way. Jenkins going to drive. Drops it off for Rogers. Rogers spins and then drops it back out. Spin it around. It'll be George with the ball, hands off for Brody Rogers at the top of the key. He goes over to Langer. Langer got it left wing, right wing. They go for George. George going to dribble drive. He goes up strong, and he'll go to the hole, and he'll be fouled. Who is this team, Gary Davidson? First plays of the game, and they drive to the bucket. I like to see it. 3-0 our score. We're just underway from Harrisonville.
They only had to listen to a portion of your broadcast of the last earlier this week to realize that they needed a dribble drive.
Hey, whatever it takes, Gary. I'm a team player.
Landon makes the first one.
3-1 our score after the George bucket. And the second free throw, no good. And a rebound for Carthage, and they're going to come back the other way. Jackson to bring it across the timeline. Gets it to Martini. Martini gets it off on the wing underneath. They're going to go with it. Little spinner in the paint, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. Could have gone off of Colby, but they're going to go back the other way. Trying to get the ball inside to Pugh, it looked like. That was actually Carlton. So Cats down 3-1 with the basketball. Jenkins with it on the right side wing. Back between the circles for George. Over to the left side wing now Langer. Langer has it with the dribble. Going to dribble to the free throw line. Spin in the paint. Goes all the way to the bucket. Blocked away by Freisinger. And it goes back into the corner. It will be Jackson goes underneath with it. Double team there. Knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Carthage. So the steal by Friesinger, and the Carthage Tigers bring it back the other way. And again, Cat's just going to have to start watching that athletic ability right there of the Tigers. They're going to get the ball inbounds. Martini has it. He's going to hand off for Jackson. Jackson spins it over. 3 ball on the way. Good. 2 threes right out of the gates. Pugh with this one, and it's a 6-1 Carthage lead. They go inside to Rogers. Rogers gets it stripped away from him. Picked up by Frisinger, and he's going to bring it back the other way. Frisinger across the timeline. Kick it off on the wing. Back out front. Martini going to drive the lane. Floater good. And it's 8-1 early. Cats down in this one after the bucket by Martini. Rogers goes right back at him, and it's a bucket for Rogers to make it 8-3. Rogers goes right at the big man for Carthage. And now they're going to bring it back the other way. Jackson with it inside. Going to go to Martini. He's going to spin, shoot, and miss everything, and the Cats are going to bring it back the other way. Good bounce pass. Jenkins to Langer. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for an and-one opportunity. Great ball movement by the Cats. Great vision right there, Bryce Jenkins, to see it, and he threaded the needle and got the and-one opportunity as Langer at the line. So a 5-0 run by the Cats gets them back to within 2, 8-6. And Cats have yet to attempt a three-pointer in this game, which is something they have done a lot of this year, is shoot threes. They spin it over for Frisinger. He's got it on the wing, left side. A little bit wild with it. Gonna walk with it. Boy, he took off. I think he was thinking, I'm going to the end zone right there. He did the crow hop jump and took off running. And they're gonna call the walk. And the Cats have the ball, chance to tie it up, down 8-6 with 5:20 to go here in the first. Rogers has it outside. He's going to fire. No good. Long rebound goes to Jackson, and he's going to go kick it back outside, and then they're going to throw it away, and picked up by Langer. Langer's got it. Spins it over for Jenkins, underneath for Rogers. Kick it in the corner. 3 ball. No. That one was attempted by George. It goes back the other way. Cats a little chaotic there on that series. Both ways it was a little chaotic, a little sloppy. Martini's got it. He's going to move to the bucket on Rogers, and Brody going to body check him so he cannot get an easy lane. It'll be his first foul. Jackson to pass it in for Carthage underneath their own rim. He's going to get it inside. Carlton got it in one. Carlton knocks it down, make it 10-6. And Carlton has the and-one opportunity back the other way. Call that one on Knowles. So 4:37 to go here in the opening stanza. The Cats trail by 4, 10-6. And Carlton a little short on that one, and it'll go back to the Cats. So a 4-point deficit for the Cats. Are going to get it into Langer. A little full-court pressure being shown by the Carthage Tigers, and the Cats are going to break that pressure, get it ahead for Langer to the corner. They go now. With it is George. Skip it over to Knowles. Knowles thought about it, gets it over to Langer. Langer with it on the left side wing, starts his dribble, backs it up to the volleyball line, go right side volleyball line. Now with it is Jenkins. He goes inside, stripped away. And they're going to go talk this one over.
That was off of Carthage, and I think they're going to let him know that it came off. I think he was blocked by one of the players.
And they did reverse it, which that's what you want your officials to do. Talk it over and see. And he said, the other guy said, I didn't really see it. He says, I saw it. It went off Carthage. So the Cats maintain possession. Up front they go for Langer. Langer over to Knowles. Knowles has it on the left side. Goes to the top of the key, handoff for Jenkins. Jenkins going to dribble in, kick in the corner, 3 ball on the way. George knocks it down, and it's 10-9 for Landon George. And we go back the other way. Get it off for Pugh. Pugh skips it over to Martini. Martini has it now over to Pugh. He'll fire a long 3. No. Rebound Rogers for the Cats. Nobody there but white jerseys for the Cats on the rebound. 1-point game to Rogers. He's got it. He's going to dribble in. Now he's going to direct traffic and throw that one away. Colby Knowles zagged when Brody Rogers thought he was going to zig right there.
And Poisel's going to make his first return after the ankle injury.
He's had the twisted ankle. He has not played in a few weeks, so they got him rested up. I believe the first game he missed was against Belton, and so he's been out a couple of weeks. Glad to see him back in the lineup. He gives them an extra body on the inside, and that one is knocked away from Jackson.
And he was on crutches for that game, so it hadn't been that long ago.
So George got beat on that, but was able to knock the ball away from behind. Jackson to pass it into Martini. Martini's got it at the elbow on the right side. Hands back for Jackson. He'll fire a long three. No. Rebound inside, though. Carlton fighting for it off his leg and out of bounds. You can tell Carlton's a football player. He's undersized on the inside, but he is in there fighting and clawing. And they are putting the body on him for sure. Get it off for George. George back to Knowles. Knowles thought about it, now gets it over, kick it in the corner, 3-ball. Jenkins tipped away, picked up, basket good, and the Cats take their first lead of the game on a Jacob Poisel bucket. Give the assist to Jenkins, but it was a partially blocked shot, and right place, right time for Poisel. Frisinger goes inside, out of control, call the travel, and it goes back to the Wildcats. So the Cats bring it back the other way, 2:42 to go here in the first quarter. 3-ball in the corner, no good by Norris, and he gets his own rebound, brings it back out, his first action of the ball game with 2:30 to go in the first. They get it inside, and inside hard to the basket goes Jenkins, and they're going to call the offensive foul. And that was a good foul right there. That was a good call. Bryce went in there a little out of control, didn't know what he wanted to do with the basketball. I think if he would have had a set idea what he wanted to do, he may have knocked that one down. So 2:26 to go here in the first quarter. Cats lead 11-10. Handoff for Pugh. He's got it now, top of the key, guarded by Filer. Over on the wing now, Jackson. Jackson with it on the wing, goes top of the key with his dribble over to the right side wing, back top of the key. Inside they're going to go. Spinner in the paint, thought about, and put up and in by Campa for two. And it's a 12-11 game as it goes back the other way. Campa, nothing fancy there, just spun in the paint and knocked it down. Now a reach-in foul as Filer was trying to drive to the elbow. They're going to call that on Mueller. It'll stay with the Cats, down one with 1:53 to go here in the first quarter. So Jenkins with the ball. They're going to get it in for Poisel. Poisel's got it up top of the key, hands off for Atkinson. Atkinson's got it left side, top of the key, skip it over into the corner for Norris. Norris out of the corner to the wing right side. He's going to float it inside, stripped away a little bit too much height and not enough mustard on that one to get it inside, and it's stolen away. Back the other way it goes. 12-11 the score, 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Cats down one. Frisinger's got it. He's going to go inside to Campa. Campa going to back his way down. Goes up strong. No. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Here's something Poisel's got to be able to do against Campa. Campa has got the body size. You got to know on that first one, you take the body. The second one is when you want to skip across the floor and act as though you got knocked down, because you've got a right to that area as well. And if he's pushing the defender out of the way with his body, they're going to call that foul. So 1:24 to go, first quarter. 12-11 maintains the score after the first free throw is missed. Second one up, second one in, and it's a 13-11 game. Jenkins with it in the backcourt. Going to get it over for Norris. Inside they go to the middle of the floor. Now underneath to Rogers. Rogers going to spin. Jump ball. Stays with the Cats. They doubled down on Brody right there and were able to get the jump ball. Brody's got to know that backside help is coming, and his teammates got to help him out with calling it. Not sure where Jenkins was going with that one. He just tried to force it inside. And a wild possession down the other way. They're going to call a foul. That'll be underneath. And call that one on Filer. Langer checks in for Jenkins there. So Jackson to pass it in for Carthage. Carthage with a 2-point lead in this one early on in the game. Pugh fires a long three. No, rattles out. Kennedy Atkinson there for the board. Ahead to Langer. Back the other way we go with a minute to go in the first quarter. Langer off for Norris. Norris has got it on the wing, left side, backs it back out, goes between the volleyball lines with under a minute. He's going over to Atkinson. Atkinson looking back door. Now going to start his dribble. Goes top of the key. Now hands off for Rogers. Rogers going to drive his way in. No good, and he's going to go to the line for a pair.
That rebound down here by Atkinson was really a great rebound, a tough rebound.
And people call me crazy, call me looking through, Wildcat-colored glasses. But if you watch you watch Kennedy Atkinson rebound the basketball, he reminds me a lot of Dennis Rodman. He always knows where the ball is, and he's always grabbing rebounds. That first free throw, no good by Brody Rogers. But he's got an athletic ability, kind of tall, lanky, can jump out of the gym. Rodman was a lot like that as well. And in Rodman, we'd get a rebound, arms and legs would go flying, and that's a little bit what Kennedy Atkinson looks like as well. Second free throw is good, and it's a 1-point game, 13-12, with 37 seconds to go in the first. Martini back in there trying to do something against Rogers. He's going to back Rogers down. And they're going to call the foul on Brody. That'll be 2 on him. And I liked the defense there by Brody. It looked like he's going to give a little body. He gets a little body here. And that was the same thing Campa did earlier, and they did not call the foul. So I think that's why Brody was a little more aggressive there. Martini hits every inch of rim, bounces it off the top of the backboard, and it still doesn't go down. 13-12 the score. Martini cannot knock it down. Rogers checks out with his 2 fouls, and that's kind of been the Achilles of Brody Rogers the last couple of weeks. Has gotten in foul trouble early and not been able to play a lot of minutes. And to Brody's credit, he's playing against some stellar competition on the inside the last couple of weeks as well. 14-12 our score. Langer's got it. He's going to drive into the corner, shoot up a jumper. Good. And we're knotted at 14 all. So 14-14 the score. Poisel and Mueller getting talked to. I think they might have got tied up.
But I like that. I mean, that now they've been warned. And so next time, didn't see it. I mean, I was writing whenever I heard the whistle.
I didn't see it either. I was doing the same as you. I looked down for a split second, and that's what happened. So we're tied at 14 with 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Jackson, and a hand check foul going to be called on Norris, and that's going to be a 1-and-1 situation for Jackson. So it looks like that's what we're going to be doing here for the rest of the half. Means Knowles going to come in for Atkinson. Jackson's got a 1-and-1 situation here. Try to give the lead to Carthage at the end of the quarter. First one is good. Has one more to go, and it's 15-14. Cats will have 4.7, plenty of time to get up and get a decent look at a shot. So 15-14 the score. Second free throw good as well. Knocks them both down. It's 16-14. Jenkins going to bring it up. He'll fire. No. We go to the end of the first. Cats down 2. We'll be back after this.
Nobody needs to be left stranded with a broken car in the winter cold. Take your vehicle into Young's Auto and have them give you a full winter checkup. Their experienced staff will make sure you are ready for even the coldest winter days and nights. Don't just rely on anyone with your car. Go see Young's Auto Repair and let them give you peace of mind during these cold winter months. Young's Auto on Commercial, behind the garage. Nobody needs to be left stranded with a broken car in the winter cold. Take your vehicle into Young's Auto and have them give you a full winter checkup. Their experienced staff will make sure you are ready for even the coldest winter days and nights. Don't just rely on anyone with your car. Go see Young's Auto Repair and let them give you peace of mind during these cold winter months. Young's Auto on Commercial, behind the garage.
All right, welcome back. Cats trail 16-14 after the first quarter play. There was 2 lead changes, 1 tie in that first quarter. Carthage's biggest lead was 7. Cats' largest was 1. We go to the second quarter. Cats down by a pair. Biggest thing for the Cats in this second quarter, you got to stay out of foul trouble. Already a couple of guys in there, especially with Brody on the bench with 2 fouls. I think, is Brody the only one with 2, Gary?
Yes.
So you don't want anybody else picking up a second one here in this early part of this second quarter. Get it off Pugh. He will fire. He misses, long rebound. They're going to call the clear out on Poisel there. And Martini going to go to the line for free throws. He's 1 for 2 for the line. It's going to be a long quarter if we are going to call it this tight. Free throw is good. 1 more to go here. Just starting the second quarter and 12 fouls between the 2 squads already. And Martini trying to make it a 4-point Carthage lead, and he cannot. Atkinson again with a rebound, and it goes back the other way. Jenkins with it in the backcourt, trying to go with a little trap pressure. They get it ahead. Cats had numbers. They kick it over to Jenkins. 3-point game, 17-14, 3-ball. George no good. Long rebound, and Martini able to snag it out of the air and bring it back to Carthage down by 3. Martini looked like he traveled with it, and an offensive foul. Kennedy Atkinson able to get in the way. So 7:24 to go in the half. Cats down by 3. Jenkins with it. Sees a lane. Ball stripped away, picked up by Jackson to Carlton, back to Jackson. Behind the back, off, and a blocking foul going to be called on Colby Knowles. That's going to be his second.
Sorry, I didn't see that one. I thought he was in position.
And then, yeah, I mean, the other call, if you want to go backwards, Martini call probably could have gone the other way. That call looked a little bit more set there. Jackson is going to knock down the first. He's got 1 more to go here. 9th team foul on the Cats. It's 18-14. Make it 19. So back to a 5-point game for Carthage. And we got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with you on this 30. And again, Cats are going to have to weather a storm with a couple of their starters sitting on the bench. Extended time in the first half with 2 fouls apiece, Gary.
Yeah, they are.
And you know, it's just one of those things. That call could have gone either way. I guess you could have looked at it like he was too far under the rim, but that is not a rule in high school. They don't have the little half semicircle here. And I mean, you go to the other one, look at the other call. That very easily could have been on Kennedy Atkinson. So, I mean, my biggest thing about the whole situation would be let's go consistently on the calls. Obviously, it was different referees that made the calls, but both ways there was a call right there that you're like, well, you know, could have gone either way. Cats down 5 with the basketball. They're going to get it in for Jenkins. He's trapped in the backcourt and throws it away. Picked up by Pugh. Can't knock it down. Now a fight for it inside, and Martini knocks it down and goes to the line. You got to take care of the basketball. You know you're going to get double teamed. Somebody's got to come and help Bryce out. But Bryce can't just float it up there and hope one of his guys goes to get the ball either. 7-point game, 21-14 after the Martini bucket. And the and one opportunity, he knocks it down. So 22-14, 8-point lead. That is the largest of the night for the Cats. And ahead they go for Norris. He gets the press broke, and it's a 8-point game with the basketball. Inside they go to Atkinson, and Atkinson goes to the line for a pair. So 22-14 our score, 6:49 to go in the half. So Kennedy with 2 shots here. Free throws mean free quotes. Go see our friend Brad Sainer in the A-frame across from Casey's On Commercial. Brad Sainer of Farmers Insurance. They've seen a thing or two because they've covered a thing or two. So knocks down the second one, 22-15. Cats down 7. Carthage led by 8. That's the largest lead of the game by either squad. Frisinger over for Jackson. He'll fire. No, it goes off the top of the backboard and off of the mounts that hold the backboard up, so it'll be to the Cats. And again, the Cats, you can't, somebody's got to come to the ball. We're throwing too many long distance passes here. And they're going to go ahead for Norris. He's going to go to the bucket. Cannot knock it down, though, and it's picked up by Carthage. Is Pugh going to get the rebound? If you're going to initiate the contact, as Colby was trying to protect the ball, you got to make sure you knock those down. Get it up between and inside. Backdoor lob for the alley-oop for Martini, and it's 24-15. Cats down 9. Top of the key with it. Drive in by Langer. He goes up strong, blocked away by Martini, and it goes back the other way. So a 9-point lead by Carthage. They kick it, 3-ball, good by Pugh. 27-15, and now the Cats throw it away, promptly throw it away, and it's a 12-point lead, and Carthage has the ball. Now Langer able to get the steal back and pushes it up the other way. Into the corner, 3-ball on the way, no good by Jenkins. 27-15, 5:30 to go in the half. Cats in a hole, down 12. Jackson has it between the circles. Pugh over to Frisinger. Skips it over to Pugh. Back up to Jackson, to Pugh. He'll fire. No good. A rebound. Going to be a foul on Atkinson, which Mueller had his position on him. And we're going to shoot some more free throws with 5:15 to go here in the half. 27-15 the score.
And that's 4 of us that have got 2 fouls.
Free throw no good by Mueller. He's got another one. And Brody Rogers coming back in the game. The situation here with Coach Langer, you don't really have an option right now with everybody sitting with 2 fouls. Second free throw coming up for Mueller. It is good. 28-15. Mueller knocks down the second one. Cats down by 13, their largest deficit of the ball game. They get it into Langer. And again, he's pressured. They get it ahead to Rogers. Rogers ahead. Back out front they go. So they go inside, back the other way. Get it off on the wing, Frisinger. 4:45 to go here in the half. So 28-15, Cats down 13. You just got to weather the storm the last 4.5 of this half and try to get back in the ball game without any more foul trouble for the Cats. Kick it in the corner, Filer. And you know, one of the things, Gary, one of the things I'd like to know, how much of this goes to it being a random Saturday afternoon game? You know, they did play they played in a game last Saturday. It was Saturday evening for a championship, but this one's kind of out of the norm. It's not for a tournament title or anything like that. You haven't been playing much this week, so I wonder how much of that goes into this one. Is it just weird playing in the afternoon? But get it off for Frisinger. He's going to drive in, kick to Martini, and Martini going to go up strong. No good. Rebound by Rogers. Now Martini going to pick up his second foul. So that means that Campa's coming back in for him. And you knew there was a situation there. There was 3 guys there. One of them had 1 foul. The other 2 had 2 fouls. Thankfully, it was the way the Cats wanted it to go. Rogers, a 1-and-1 situation with 4 minutes to go here in the half. Free throw is good by Brody. (28-16). Second free throw, no good. And it goes back the other way. Give it off, out front they go. Here we go, Frisinger underneath, skips it back outside. Baseline for Campa, back out front. Now to the elbow for Carlton. He'll go up strong, no. They're gonna call a foul. And that'll be Brody's third with 3:38 to go. So I know we will not be seeing any more Brody Rogers this half, but free throw is good. Carlton knocks that one down, makes it 29-16. Second free throw good as well, 30-16. It's a 14-point deficit for the Cats here in the first half of this one. And all sorts of foul trouble for the Wildcats. Kick it in the corner. Now Knowles can't hold on to it, gets it back. Gets it back out front. Langer over to Filer. Filer gets it stripped away from him, picked up in the backcourt by Jackson to Carlton. Carlton can't knock it down. Campa with the rebound. He'll knock it 32-16. Cats have been doubled up in the first half after the Campa bucket. No good by Jenkins. They're going to call a foul inside on Carlton, I believe. I just kind of want to get a flow to the game. There just hasn't been one with all the whistles. (23 free throws so far between the two squads in the first half, and we still got 3 minutes to go. 32-16, and then the Cats cannot knock down the one-and-one situation. And we'll shoot more free throws. How many team fouls is that now on the Wildcats, Gary?
Quite a few. Hold on. Sorry.
No, I know I caught you off guard there, but Pugh at the line. Knocks it down. One more to go.
That is 12 on us.
18 free throws shot so far in the first half for Carthage. That's a lot of the difference on that scoreboard. Second free throw, good. So Pugh knocks them both down, and the Cats are down by 18, 34-16 to score. Go inside to Langer, and he is fouled. It is going to be a long afternoon. I mean, literally 5 seconds off the clock, we go back down the other way. I mean, this is both sides. It's wrap it. Let's wrap them up in some bubble wrap on both sides here, and make sure nobody gets hurt. First free throw is up and down, 34-17. And Langer has one more to go here. Second free throw good as well. Make it 34-18. Ball in the backcourt. Jackson going to bring it across the timeline. Kick it over to Pugh. Into the corner. Pugh goes for Mueller. Mueller backs it out of the corner with his dribble. Now going to kick it over to Jackson. And a timeout called by Carthage with 2:11 to go. It's just a 30. We'll just leave it right here with a 30. 2:11 to go here, first half.
And we've got Knowles has 2, Brody Rogers has 3, Kennedy Atkinson has 2, Poisel has 2. So our 3 big men have got 2 and 3 apiece. So
that's 9 fouls there. I believe overall they've got.
Oh, we've got 12 so far total. Yeah,
so
we have a total of 12. They have a total of 9.
So
that's 21.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Well, a while ago you didn't say, you said left to right, right to left. You didn't go north to south, east to west. So I mean, I just making sure that.
Because I don't know my directions half the time. So Carthage ball in the backcourt, going to bring it across the timeline, and you got to be careful with Knowles out there. He's got 2 fouls. He's playing good D, but the way they've been calling this, he could get a 3rd one pretty quickly. And I think that's what Carthage is looking at. They're like, hey, let's draw some fouls here. Throw it in the corner, back out of the corner to Jackson. He's got it on the wing, goes into the corner, into the blocks, and a little backdoor cut. Mueller can't knock it down. Campa gets the rebound, though. Catch is getting beat every facet of the game. And it's 37-18 after the Jackson 3. Just flat are the Wildcats in this one. No energy. They get it back on the wing, back to Langer. Langer's got it now. Over for George. George is going to drive. George is going to float it home. 37-20 after the George bucket. And with 1:07 to go, Mueller through traffic. Hands it off for Ferret, back out front. Get it back the other way. Jackson with it out front. 50 seconds to go here in the half. 3 ball by Pugh. No. Long rebound to Campa. Drops it off to Pugh. A foul going to be called. They're either going to call that on Poisel. They call it on Poisel. $37-20 the score with 42.9 seconds to go here in the half. Make it 38-20 for the Pugh bucket. Knocks them both down. 39-20, Cats down by 19. Jenkins over to George. George has got it, kicks it in the corner. Knowles 3 ball, no. Rebound inside. And Langer going to go to the free throw line. Why not? Let's shoot free throws. We haven't shot enough in the first half. Anybody tell I'm a little bitter?
Really?
And I'm just going both sides. I mean, both ways. Like, let's get a flow to the basketball game here. 25 team fouls between the two. We've shot 47 free throws, and we're not even done with the first half. First free throw is good. Make it 39-21. One more to go for Langer. 25.3 seconds to go in the first half. 39-21 the score. Langer at the line for his second. Cannot knock it down. A rebound inside by Jackson of Carthage, and he's going to bring it up for one last shot here in the half, and the Cats trailing by 18. It's going to be a interesting halftime for the Cats, and they're going to have to discuss how they can get back in this game in the second half. We'll have some of our own thoughts as well. Jackson trying to clear it out, gets it off for Frisinger. He goes in, offensive foul called, bodies everywhere. Hey, let's end the first half with a foul call. 39-21 the score. Cats are just going to have to chuck one up here. Down by 18. See what they try to do. Which, that's about the worst case scenario.
Because it comes back underneath there.
Anybody want to see like the worst half of basketball you can imagine? You need to just rewatch this first half. About any and everything has gone wrong for the Cats. Fouls everywhere. Now Jackson a chance for a tip in here. They can get it inside. The Campa is going to fire it. No. Cats down 18 at the half. We will take a timeout and be back for more after this.
Event spaces come in all shapes and sizes. Finding the one that is just right can be a hassle. Not anymore. The Dickey Cottage is perfect for those extra large family gatherings, birthday parties, baby showers, and more. With a large kitchen to use, a giant dining room for everyone, and a living room area with a big screen, there is sure to be room for everyone to relax and feel right at home. So the next time you need a venue that is just right, call Sonia at 816-925-0588 and book your date today. The Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
One of the scariest things to do is to take your car to a mechanic. No reason to be scared when you have the best mechanics around right here in Harrisonville. Colby and the crew at Colby's Car Clinic are all ASE certified mechanics with the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smoothly year in and year out. So don't be scared. Go to Colby's Car Clinic and take the fear out of getting your car fixed. Give Colby a call at 816-380-3000 or go see them in the big blue building behind O'Reilly's. There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant. And remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
From convenience with the Joe Coffee ordering app or comfort with a beautiful area to sit and sip a coffee and do some work, Brickhouse Coffee is Harrisonville's hometown coffee shop. Located on the corner of Harrisonville's historic square, Brickhouse Coffee has a little something for everyone. Check out their Facebook page for upcoming events, and remember to stay warm with some hot coffee this winter.
What is one of your most precious commodities these days? Time. With kids' events, family events, and everything in between, time is precious. So why drive hours and spend an entire day to save $20? Shop local and find your home appliances right in Harrisonville at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. They deliver and can service any issues that can arise. By doing that, you're putting money right back into the community. So stop wasting family time and go see the staff that treats you like their family at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
The Trade Fair Mall isn't just an antique mall. It's several businesses in one. Need t-shirts for your team? A custom t-shirt shop on site has you covered. Speaking of covered, Harrisonville Trade Fair is Missouri's #1 seller of premier portable buildings to store all your outside equipment. Design your own or buy one in stock for as little as $100 down and no credit check. While you are custom designing your premier portable building, snack on some delightful cinnamon glazed pecans, cashews, and almonds from the Nutty Bavarian. You need it, they probably got it. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall across from Sutherland's.
Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter. Flush the radiator, get an oil change, and make sure the heater is ready to keep your family comfortable all winter long. If something else may ail your car, bring it in. Let Young's diagnose the problem, get you back on the road. Young's Auto across the road from Young's Tire on South Commercial Street.
No matter the Sonic of Harrisonville is the place to go for good food quick. Not to mention you can have all-day happy hour if you order a drink on the app. If it's a corn dog you're after or maybe onion rings, they have that too. The best part of the app is you order, pay online, drive in, pull up, they bring it out to you, and you're on your way. Sonic is also one of the best ways to raise money for your organization. Call Ed for details today. Sonic of Harrisonville, not just another fast food restaurant.
What do you look for when you're buying a used vehicle? How about honesty and integrity, along with a reliable vehicle? That's why you should turn to Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales. Selling reliable vehicles in Harrisonville for 35 years means Holland's will be around when it's time to buy. At Holland's, you get more than a nice vehicle. You get a friend in the car business.
So where the grammars go, Holland's Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Everybody loves the old-fashioned drive-in. Well, guess what? Susie Q's has opened up in the Old Peculiar Drive-In location across from the Frog Barn and Peculiar. Go in, get the signature Susie Q, you know, the one that's so big they barely fit in the basket. While you're at it, add the tenderloin. So next time you think, man, I wish I had an old drive-in, remember, there's one 5 minutes up I-49 in Peculiar at Susie Q's.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Bradley Sainer, in the A-frame at 1808 North Commercial Street in Harrisonville.
All right, welcome back. We are at halftime. The Cats trail by 18 at the half. Let me run down the scoring total. 16-14 Cats trailed after one. They were outscored 23-7 in the second quarter to trail 39-21 at the half. The first quarter saw a couple of lead changes, one tie. Carthage now has their largest lead of the night has been 19. They lead it by 18 here in this one. And Gary, I was talking to Jerry while you were down trying to search for one of the 719 fouls that were occurred in the first half of play. And I told him my big thing is, look, I'm not an official, and I'm not going to ever pretend that I could go out there and do that job. However, all I would like is a flow to the basketball game and some consistency. There was 25-ish fouls called in that first half. Carthage shot 19 free throws, 31 free throws overall between the two, and I may have missed some because there were so many. I mean, let's get a flow to it in the second half and see some basketball. That wasn't basketball in the first half.
Well, it was, I mean, to a certain extent, possession ball. I mean, shooting from the line. You're right. You couldn't get a good flow to the game because it was always being stopped. So hopefully the second half will go a little bit quicker and better for the Cats because, I mean, they've overcome these deficits before, but kind of sounds like the Chiefs in the two playoff games. You know, you're spotting your opponents 24 and 10 points in football, and you know we've done this. We did it at Webb City earlier in the week, and we've done it other times. So hopefully they'll be able to, like you always say it, the game within the game, come back, get some of it back in the third, and the rest of it back in the fourth. So if you want to run down the stats real quick, I'll do so. Leading the way for the Cats is Langer with 8, George with 6, Rogers with 4, Poisel with 2, and Kennedy Atkinson with 1. To round out the 21 points of scoring. Those in foul trouble are two of our big men, Poisel and Rogers, both with 3. Kennedy Atkinson has 2. And then Jenkins, George, and Filer and Knowles all have 1 to round out those 14 of the 25 fouls called in the first half. Leading the way for Carthage, got 2 at 10 with Jackson with 10 and Pugh with 10. Martini has got 9, Campa with 5, and then Patrick Carlton with 4, and Mueller with 1 to round out their 39 points.
And those halftime stats brought to you by our Uptown Event Space. Why pay a fortune on a venue for a wedding? Get maximum space and amenities at half the cost with paid parking. The Uptown Event Space, new in Harrisonville. and they are booking for 2020 right now. It's our halftime show brought to you by Suzy Q's Nothing Half about their portion size. Gary, for me, biggest thing is, you said it. You got to play game within a game now. You got to go with those 2-minute segments. Try to win them, then try to win the next 2 minutes. I think best case scenario, if you can trim about 9, maybe 10 off of it here in the third and have a single-digit deficit going into the fourth, you'll be in good shape. Crazy part for me, we talked about it. We want some more dribble drives. They've been dribble driving tonight. I've liked it. They've been cold from the outside, and they really haven't shot a lot from the outside. So kind of, just off their game a little bit, it seems, early in this game, and see if they can kind of refocus here after half.
Well, Carthage has got some big people inside, especially Martini. And you dribble drive on him, and he's going to go up, and he's had several block shots of them going inside. So they're going to have to find a way to go backside from where he's at, hopefully, and get the shot off before he gets up. So third quarter almost getting ready to start, so hopefully we'll be able to trim some off here in the third and then remaining of it in the fourth.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens here as we go to second half action. Cats going to go left to right in the second half. Right to left will be Carthage. Cats in their home white tops, white bottoms, blue trim, blue numbers, blue letters. Carthage are away blue tops, blue bottoms, white numbers, white letters, and white trim. And we're underway in the second half. Langer skips it across court and throws it away. Looked like he kind of lost his footing or slid there and tried to force it underneath the basket across the court and was not able to do so. He'll go back the other way. Carthage with it. Frisinger going to fire a three and connect. About a mirror image of the way the second half started against Webb City, giving up a three. Cats try a quick three back the other way, not connecting. 39-21, 42-21 the score. Jumper no good, rebound no good. Fight for it inside, picked up by Carthage though. Cats down by 21, and let's get the whistles started in the second half. 42-21. We got 43 seconds into the second half. 42-21 the score. Back out front. Frisinger with it. He's going to dribble over, hand off for Jackson of Carthage, spin it over the other way. Backdoor cut for Jackson is good, and it's 44-21. Jackson knocks down two. And it's going to go back to the Cats down by 23. Just looking for a little bit of a sign of life from the Cats. Just been a little flat. There's a three, good by Jenkins. 44-24 as Jenkins knocks it down. His first points of the game. It's a 20-point deficit for the Cats. Carlton gonna drive. He'll put it up and in. That was smart basketball by Carlton. He had two guys with 3 fouls on him. He knew he could take it right to the rack, and he did. 46-24. Langer with it outside on the wing right side. Get it back over for Knowles. Now to Jenkins. Jenkins back top of the key for George. George gonna drive in. Floater good. A finger roll, 46-26. Landon's got 7. Kick it off on the wing. Jackson gonna drive in strong, got it to go. 48-26. 5:40 to go here in the half. Get back for Langer. Over to George. George will shoot. No, they're going to call a foul on the floor. Got a little flow of the game going there. Couple minutes gone by. I like it. I like it. 5.5 to go in the third. Cats down 20. 3-ball blocked by Martini, and it'll stay with the Cats. 22, sorry, the Cats trail by. Rogers has it, gets it off for Knowles, now to Langer, to Jenkins. He's going to drive in, drop it for Rogers, goes up, no. And it'll go back to Carthage. Cats going to show full court pressure, and they're going to break it quickly. Does Carthage over to the wing. Frisinger back out front, Martini. He's going to spin it over into the corner. 3 ball on the way, no good. And Martini chases it down. And a carry called on Jackson. It'll be Cats ball with 4:58 to go here in the third. So Jenkins to bring it across the timeline for the Cats. As it lay outside, off to Knowles. He'll fire a 3. Connect, Colby Knowles. 48-29. The Cats have shown one thing this year. It's that they can get points in bunches if they get going. See if they can get a run going here with about 4.5 to go in the third. Martini stolen away as he tried to get it in for Carlton. Into the corner, Knowles. Good, Colby Knowles. 48-32. Back-to-back threes by the Cats. Ball out front by Jackson, kicks it over now to Pugh. Pugh's got it guarded by Jenkins. Jenkins going to go over to Jackson. Jackson's got it right side volleyball line, trying to set up his offense here. Ball almost knocked away and out of bounds. That was right in front of the official, but I mean.
I think he tipped it as it was going down to try to dribble it. That's what I saw, but I mean, we hit it, but.
Frisinger over on the wing for Pugh. He thought about a long 3. And now Frisinger going to be called for the foul. It'll be Cats ball. And Jackson set to pass it in, gets it into Martini. He goes inside to Carlton. Carlton going to back his way down. Blocked away by the Cats, picked up by Langer. Langer fouled by Frisinger. Getting a little wild here with 3:44 to go in the third. Cats get the stop they need. See, this is the crazy part to me, and I shouldn't open my mouth because I know what's going to happen when I do. There was 25 fouls in the first half, and we only have 4, and we're over halfway through the third quarter. I'm lost. 3 ball, no. Rebound, Carlton of Carthage, and it's going to go back the other way. Head to Martini. Martini's got it out. Volleyball line goes over to Frisinger. He's got it on the wing. He's going to kick over to Martini on the wing right side. Top of the key, Jackson. Jackson going to dribble out, kick it over to Martini. He'll fire a 3. No. Cats with the rebound. Filer chases it down. Cats down 16 in the basketball. Across the timeline they go. They get it over for Langer. To the Cats outside 3 ball. Langer got it to go. 48-35. Brooks Langer knocks it down. Cats trying to get back in this game with 2:50 to go here, third quarter. Martini's got it over to Carlton. Carlton now inside. They go to Martini. Martini goes up and under. No. And a rebound and a foul goes back to the Cats. They call that on Carlton. Cats get the ball back with 2:36 to go here in the third. Ferret and Mueller check in. Cats down 13 with 2.5 to go in the third. Jenkins with an outside, has it on the wing right side, going to dribble in, kick it in the corner. Knowles, 3 ball, no, short, gets his own rebound, goes off to Poisel, and he is fouled. First free throw is good. One more to go. Second one good. 48-37. Both free throws good by the Cats. Three ball answered back the other way. 51-37. Pugh knocks it down.
I didn't see who the timeout was for. Who was
Carthage got the timeout. So 14-point game with 2:10 to go in the third. Cats have creeped back in it. That was a pretty big three right there by Carthage, Joe, to push it back to 14. Game within a game, Gary.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if they would have gotten a stop there and gotten some points, they could have gotten with under 10. But instead they come down, and some of his shots are, I mean, they almost hit the roof, but he's spot on. I mean, he's got quite a few threes. They've been hitting threes, but we in the third quarter have started hitting our threes as well.
Yeah, and the Cats went on a 11-0 run there to get it from 22 to 11. They're down 14. Now you want to win this last 2:10. If you win this last 2:10, see where you're at going to the fourth. They get it into Norris, ahead to Atkinson. He's going to dribble towards the middle. That's where you want to go, hands off for Knowles. Knowles has got it. He'll fire. No. Rebound to Martini, and it goes back the other way. And this is also where you can get into trouble here. Mueller has it underneath, kicks it back out top for Martini. And Martini going to float it in for two. And just like that, it's 53-37, and you're back down 16. So a 5-0 spurt after an 11-0 run. And then you exerted all that energy, and now you're in trouble, back 16 down again. Norris has it over to Atkinson. Atkinson going to dribble in, goes off the glass, no good. Kick it back for Martini. He'll fire, no good. Picked up by the Cats. Ahead they go to Filer. Filer stops, it's blocked away, and it's out of bounds. So 1:09 to go here, third quarter. Cats down 16. They get a couple of buckets here before they go to the fourth. Try to get this to 12, maybe 11. They got it to within 11, and then a 5-0 spurt by Carthage has pushed it back out. Jenkins into the corner. Threw that one at the feet of Atkinson. He couldn't handle it, and it goes back the other way. And off on the wing. Little give and go to Martini.
Let's travel.
And I was waiting for the whistle.
I thought he traveled before they actually blew the whistle on the first time he missed it, but
all right, 40 seconds to go here in the half. Cats down 16. They got it to within 11. And kind of falling apart this last 3 minutes. Couple of minutes especially. They had it down to 11, and then now the last three possessions have come up empty and looked sloppy in doing so.
Was that Kobe down there? I missed it.
Yes, that was a Kobe in the paint there. And now they're going to drive, glass no good, into the free throw line is going to be I got nothing. Neither's Scott Made because he didn't say anything there. Free throw no good. Langer and George check back in. 53-37 the score. Second free throw good. So 54-37, 17-point advantage. Three, no good. Rebound back the other way. Jackson, he'll fire from the volleyball line. No good. We go to the fourth. Cats down 17. They trimmed a little, but not enough. We'll go back to action in just a moment.
The Cider House at the farm has great events all year long, with songwriter nights, farm-to-table dinners, and even a Valentine dinner coming in February. There is plenty going on at the farm. If you want the perfect venue for a country wedding, they can do that too. So if you want a fun family location to experience fun all year long, go to theciderhouseevents.com and see what they have cooking, or visit them on Facebook at the Cider House, 7 miles south of Harrisonville on 7 Highway. The Cider House at the farm has great
Welcome
events
back
all
to
year
Harrisonville,
long, with
Missouri,
songwriter nights,
for your
farm-to-table
Harrisonville
dinners.
Wildcats and the Carthage Tigers.
That was Braxton bringing us back from break. He's mad at himself right now, but it's all right. He was still back last Saturday when we were playing the Sarcoxy Bears. Jerry knows the Sarcoxy Bears, doesn't he? All right, we got 8 minutes on the clock. Cats are going to need an epic fourth quarter comeback if they're able to get back in this one, down 17 after 3, 54-37, and Carthage is going to have the ball to start. Knowles strips it away in the backcourt, tries to chase it down, slides across the gym floor, able to get back up and go back at it. Mueller going to go in, kick it in the corner, 3 ball, no good. Martini goes up, knocks it down, 56-37. Martini at the line for an and one opportunity, and he connects. And we're right back where we started the second half, down 20, 57-37 your score. Knowles to Langer. Langer to Jenkins. Jenkins can't connect. That's not Bryce Jenkins' shot. You've got to get him with a set shot. When he's falling away to the side like that, he is not going to knock those down. His feet were not set. Lob backdoor, good. 59-37. And Martini's really taken over this ball game for Carthage. Knowles 3 ball short. Rebound to Mueller. Mueller ahead to Jackson. Jackson going to drive in, kick in the corner. No good. Rebound by the Cats, down 22 with 6:55 to go here in the ball game. Get it off to Jenkins. Jenkins gets it knocked away from him. And now it's going to go back the other way with 6:40 to go. Jackson throws one down as he drives the lane. 61-37. Kick it in the corner, Langer. Good. 61-40. Got a timeout on the floor, down 21. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back.
The Cider House at the farm has great events all year long, with songwriter nights, farm-to-table dinners, and even a Valentine dinner coming in February. There is plenty going on at the farm. If you want the perfect venue for a country wedding, they can do that too. So if you want a fun family location to experience fun all year long, go to theciderhouseevents.com and see what they have cooking, or visit them on Facebook at the Cider House, 7 miles south of Harrisonville on 7 Highway.
All right, 6:25 to go in this one. Cats down 21. And, you know, it's been a weird game, Gary. Watching the game and seeing both sides, I don't feel like Carthage should be up 21, meaning talent-wise, I think they're pretty evenly matched. Obviously, they got Martini on the inside, but overall, the Cats just have been kind of flat today.
Yeah, they have.
Back the other way, Langer with the steal. He's going to bring it up, has it on the wing. He'll fire. He'll connect. 61-43, back to an 18-point deficit. And a double dribble called. Cat's going to get it back again. So 61-43 with 6:10 to go. Get it into Brody Rogers. Brody going to dribble in on Martini. He's going to spin on Martini. He's going to drop one in on Martini. 61-45. Brody not intimidated by the size factor. Just floats one over, and it's 61-45.
Second for Harrisonville, number 34, Jacob Poisel.
I don't know who this kid is they brought in because we don't have him on a roster, but he's played well.
He's done everything right since he came in.
Yeah, 64-45, 19-point game. Kick it in the corner, 3-ball. George way overshoots that one, but picked up by the Cats. Langer's got it. He's going to drive. Got it in one. (64-47). Brooks has had a solid game today for the Wildcats. He's knocking down some threes and had a couple of and ones. Knocks that one down. 64-48. And a hand check foul by George. I mean, at this point, why not put him on the line? Take your chances. So here we go. Jackson gets it into Martini. Back to Jackson. And Jackson going to try to drive in. Gets cut off. Going to skip it over on the wing right side. Top of the key. Carlton going to lower his shoulder, go up. Blocked away. Picked up by Carlton. And he's going to go to the line for two. I didn't know we had a player left that hadn't gotten a foul. I was sorry. I was in shock. I was sitting here quietly. 5:26 to go, fourth quarter. 64-48. Two shots coming from Carlton here. Free throw good. Make it 65-48. You know, the Cats showed a little bit of life in that third quarter. They had an 11-0 run after the second free throw is good. 66-48. Cats down 18. Jenkins brings it up to Filer, to Langer. A little bit off on that one. Pugh with the rebound, and it goes back the other way. It just seems like the Cats, they mustered that little bitty run. It was 11-0 run. Got to within 11. Couldn't get it under 10. Jumper no good. I heard the slap on that one up here, and we didn't get a call, and they've blown a lot of whistles today. Langer's got it. He's going to drive. Floater, no. Filer, rebound. Floater, no. Rebound, Martini. It's been that kind of night for the Cats. Nothing falling, and they're just not able to get anything going. Carlton, he's going to back his way down. And it's always the undersized guys on the inside that seem to get chippy. Carlton. Call that one on Poisel. Carlton at the line. Chance to make this 20 again. You know, there's another famous Carthage alum with Harrisonville ties, Gary Davidson, as that first free throw misses. Mr. Aaron Eim, who used to coach here as the girls' coach and is now the Raytown South boys' head coach, was a Carthage alum as well.
No, I didn't know that.
So the more you know. 67-48 with 4.5 to go. Drop it off. Jumper, no. Rebound. And rebound for Martini. It goes back the other way. And Carlton goes in and puts it in for two, and it's 69-48. Just not the night for the afternoon, I should say, for the Wildcats. 3 ball good by Colby Knowles, 69-51. Some 18-point game. Jackson with it out there. Jenkins fighting for it. I giggle. I giggle because that wasn't a coach-player moment right there. That was a father-son moment on the bench. Just
you think?
Just a while ago. Jenkins got tied up with Jackson. Jackson makes the free throw at 70-51, and Brooks jumped off the bench because they got tangled up. And Coach Langer turned around to Brooks and said, "Sit down." And he did it in that dad voice that we all know, the dad voice. 3 ball good, 70-54. Colby Knowles knocks it down. And Braxton, you know, as we watch the game here, you know, the game's kind of not in doubt right now, so we're going to have a little fun, talk a little bit. 3 ball on the way by Pugh. Got it to go. 73-54. But there was a situation a couple of weeks ago, or beginning of the school year. Braxton was at school. That ball was out of bounds off the Cats, and Filer tried to save it. And one of the boys in Braxton's class was pinching other kids in class. But he didn't pinch Braxton. Braxton goes, "Yeah, he doesn't pinch me." And my wife, Angela, thought, "Oh, so is he really nice to you? Or are you just really nice to him, and that's why?" As Carlton can't connect the other way, the Cats get a rebound. And Filer going to go back the other way. And no foul called that way. That was crazy in itself, as Carthage going to get it back. So, nevertheless, Ange goes, "Well, why, buddy? Buddy, why is he nice? Why is he nice to you and not pinch you?" And he goes, "Because he pinched me one time, and I said in my dad voice, 'Don't touch me again,' so he doesn't pinch me anymore." Well, that was Coach Langer's dad voice back at Brooks right there. So all that comes full circle. 73-54 our score. That's always one of my favorite Braxton stories, because he said, "I said, 'Don't touch me again.'"
And Harper did it also.
So here we go. Carthage running some clock here. 73-54 the score. 3 ball in the corner, no. Rebound by Carlton, no. Gets another one, and no, but he'll go to the free throw line. 73-54, Cats getting outworked here.
Fouls number 20, 38, Colby Knowles at Harrisonville, his third. 10th team foul on behalf of the Wildcats. Fresh shots for Harrisonville check in.
Free throw good, 74-54. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. You know, you wanted to play these games to get better, Gary, and we've talked about that. That's why you scheduled these games this week. If I was a betting man, I would say Coach Langer probably not overall happy with the effort his guys gave today. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Carthage, because they played well, but they just were flat all game and just seemed out of sorts.
Yeah, and you don't seem to really accomplish a whole lot when you're in that mode. You just don't seem to.
So we'll see here. May have Coach Langer afterwards, but we will see. Can get it inbounds. Carthage going to bring it up. 1:40 to go here in the ball game. Cats down by 20. And go back this way. Offensive foul.
Player control foul number 32, Alex Martini. Carthage, his third.
So 1:32 to go. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. Cats trail by 20.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, 1 scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, we have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
All right, 1:32 left to go in this one. And the Wildcats trail by 20. Coach Langer calls timeout, gets everybody ready. For the Cats, it'll be Blixt, Schroeder, Norris, Knowles, and Langer. Brody Rogers fouled out early in the fourth quarter. Poisel has 4 fouls. And I'll tell you, with Brooks and Colby in there, I think they both gave in pretty good efforts today. Brooks has had a really solid game along with Colby as well. No, Norris into the corner, Blixt, no, rebound. Rebound for Martini, and it goes back the other way with 1:05 to go. Get it off on the wing. Back out front they go. Looks like Carthage be content on running some clock. Pugh's got it out there. Get it over for Carlton. Carlton back out front. Over for Pugh now. Pugh's got it. Back out front over between the circles over the wing for Martini. Back out front for Carthage. And over and back going to be called. I mean, I think that's what it was, but I didn't really get the over and back signal. So 35.7 left to wind this one down. Langer's got it. He's going to drive, kick. 3 ball on the way by Norris is good. 74-57 the score. Frisinger ahead. Cats still going to fight with the last 20 seconds of this one. So 74-57 our score. Carthage going to inbound it to Carlton. Underneath they go. Schroeder with the steal. Ahead for Norris. Norris has got it. He'll set up his offense, kick it. Langer thought about it. He's going to drive in. Floater blocked away. He'll go to the free throw line as he was fouled. So Brooks will go to the line. How many has he got total tonight, Gary?
Hold on. Who are you asking?
For Brooks. Langer.
He's got 20 so far.
So 20-point game from Langer. He's at the line to try to add to it. Cats going to lose tonight. Only thing in doubt will be the amount. 74-58. One more to go for Brooks Langer, who has 21 for the Cats. Second one, good. Knocked them both down. 74-59. And that'll do it. Cats lose this one, 74-59. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with your post-game show. Brought to you by your post-game headquarters, Forged by Fire. We'll be back right after this.
We've all been there before. Needed to deposit a check in our account, but nowhere near our bank. That's where Hawthorne's Bank's mobile banking comes in. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and presto, the check's been deposited. Hawthorne Bank has the big bank convenience with small town roots. So if you want a friendly, quick, and convenient service in a hometown bank, go see our friends at Hawthorne Bank next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
Every team has the same characteristics, including having each other's back. That's the motto the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they got your back. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new in a warm, family-friendly environment. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in bright futures in Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
There's always something going on with the Chamber. Monthly First Friday coffees, monthly luncheons, festivals, and events all over town. Harrisonville Area Chamber of Commerce is there for the community and your business. So don't miss out. Head over to the Chamber's Facebook page and see what's happening, or visit their website, harrisonvillechamber.com. Every broadcast team has to look good. The 4T's crew is no different. That's why we trust C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing to outfit us for each broadcast, offering full-service screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, and more. They can take care of you. When you're looking for a company to make that next shirt, stop looking and call C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing at 660-885-2447 or find them on Facebook or Instagram. When you plan a party, the last thing you want to worry about is cooking. So call the experts at Time for Seasoning Caterings. Stephanie will help you plan and execute a brilliant event for you. So take the worry out of your event and let Stephanie wow your guests with a great menu. Whether a small get-together of friends or a big wedding, Stephanie will take care of you. Visit them online at timeforseasoning.com. That's THYME forseasoning.com.
Looking for a new modern style place for your wedding? One that won't break the bank? We've got good news for you. Harrisonville's newest event space, the Uptown Event Space, is now booking for events for the holidays and next year. Located across from the Old Cass Medical Center, there's ample parking and space for your next big party, complete with private rooms for the bride and groom to get ready, a kitchen area, and a full catering available. It's time to go to Uptown and book your next event today.
Welcome back to your final score, 74-59. The Cats fall tonight, or this afternoon. I got to keep saying this afternoon because it was not tonight, to the Carthage Tigers, a game they just came out flat in, never really recovered in tonight. It is our post-game show brought to you by our friends at Forged by Fire. Want to talk about the Cider House real quick. They have a Valentine's dinner coming up. Enjoy a romantic evening at the Cider House with Chef Jim Tinkham on Saturday, February 15th. They've got herbed goat cheese with homemade bruschetta. They also have a classic Caesar salad with some cornbread croutons. Main course is beef Wellington with a Cabernet reduction. Chef Jim will demonstrate the dessert, which is Banana Foster served over homemade vanilla bean ice cream by Poppy's Ice Cream. So the Cider House Events has stuff coming up. There will be music announced for the evening soon, and there will be wine by Aubrey Vineyards and local other selections as well. That is the Cider House in just outside of Harrisonville, I should say. I'll bring in Gary Davidson now. And we got Gary here. Gary, you know, this is one of those games you want to wad up and throw away.
Well, yes and no. You learn from, we've talked about this in the past, you learn from losses, and I think this is one of the games, you really kind of want to forget a little bit, but in the same token, you want to learn from it as well. You know, they went on some good runs, and they got it to within 11, had the opportunity to get it under 10 in the third, and they just weren't able to do it, and then it kind of got out of control after that. So, I mean, you want to learn from this, but you also want to learn in a way that you don't want to see it happen again.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, you know, they had that 11-0 run. It looked good there in the third quarter. You got an 11-0 run, got them to within 11, and they had the ball. They couldn't get it under, and a 5 or 7-0 spurt the other way, and next thing you know, it was back at 18. So that was really the difference in the game. I thought, you know, obviously my player of the game, my max effort player of the game tonight, going to go with Brooks Langer, and I kind of felt like that was a no-brainer. He was the guy we were talking about all night, and I felt like he was the one that was working the most in the game. Our max effort player of the game, Brooks Langer, who obviously in the loss would probably not want that max effort player of the game, brought to you by Max Ford of Harrisonville. But nevertheless, Cats lose 74-59, and they got to regroup because they've got conference play starting this week.
He had 11 points going into the fourth. He had 22 for the game. He doubled up in one quarter. So, yeah, I totally agree. I mean, he worked hard, some on the boards and stuff, but his first 3 shots were 3, 3, and 2, and then an and 1 after that 2. So he got the first 9 points were perfect, and then after that he had a couple misses, but he was good from the free throw line. I think he only missed 1 free throw all night, so that's good as well. So if you want me to go ahead, I'll go down the scoring real quick. Again, I just said Brooks Langer led the scoring for the Cats, 22 points. Behind him was Colby Knowles with 3. He doubled up in the fourth. He had 6 going into the fourth and had 2 threes out of 3 in the fourth. He had 12 points. Then you had Landon George with 3. Brody Rogers with 6. Again, got in foul trouble, didn't get to play as many minutes as he wanted to. Jacob Poisel had 4. Colby Norris had 3, as well as Bryce Jenkins. And then Kennedy Atkinson had 1. So they scored 59 points. I think normally if you're going to score 59 or 60 points, you know, you've got the line set at 53 for your Sonic contest. Thank you. If we win. And so you've always got to normally believe if you're going to score over 53, close to 60 points, that you're going to win. However, the Tigers shot very well from outside. They had some good inside game as well with Martini. I mean, he was pretty strong inside, but Brody was not afraid to go up against him as well. So leading their way, just real quickly, Jackson had 17. Pugh and Martini both had 16, and then Patrick Carlton had 12. And then they had a few others under 10, so to lead them to 74 points.
Yeah, and, you know, it was just one, you know, the first quarter, it was 16-14. It was a back-and-forth battle. You thought it was going to be one of those games all the way. That 23-7 second quarter did them in again as it did on Tuesday night, and that was really, you know, the difference in the ball game.
But we won the third quarter 16-15, and we won the fourth quarter 22-20. So what you're saying is that second quarter killed us. I mean, we won 2 of the 4 quarters, and it was almost a draw in the first quarter. So the second quarter really hurt us. And once you get that far behind against a good team like Carthage, it's going to be tough, and that's what happened.
You're exactly right. And you know, you're behind the 8 ball, and then, you know, you exert a little energy in that third quarter. You get that 11-0 run, get to within 11, and then a couple of missed shots. Coach, we'll bring Coach Langer in here as hopefully Coach made it up here okay. Yeah. I got to give Coach a hard time about becoming a dad real quick on one of those. He's like, "What are we talking about here?" Oh. So how do I flip that? There we go. Here we go. So we were kind of teasing fourth quarter. There was a foul over here on the near side, and Bryce Jenkins got tangled up with the Carthage player, and Brooks jumped up, and I go, that wasn't coach and player. Yeah. That was father and son right there.
Well, there's a little bit of both because we don't want our guys to be barking at the officials, and you know, so
you know, it's one of
it's hard to, you know, I thought our guys were frustrated throughout the night with you know, just what we were called for versus what they were. But I'll have to look at tape. A lot of times I feel that way in games, and then you go watch the tape and you realize, no, it really isn't the case. We just got to be stronger or this, that, and the other. And so who knows? You know, I didn't feel like that the officiating had anything to do with the outcome of the game or anything. But it, you know, we did get some key guys in some bad foul trouble, and you know, we may have been a little outmanned. You know, with 32, he was a tough player, and 2 was good, and some of those shooters in the games we watched on tape didn't shoot it quite that well, so we kind of brought out the best in them tonight, I feel like. But
well, the word we used was kind of like flat, in the meaning it's a weird time of the day. You know, you usually, if you're playing on a Saturday, it's third game. Goes both ways. I think we had 31 free throws total in the first half alone between the two squads. So
yeah, I would agree that the atmosphere was flatter than usual, and there are a lot of people that contribute to the games. I like it when our band is here; they always help pump everybody up, and and not to say we don't expect them at every game, but basketball season's too long. But it's one of the great challenges of coaching basketball because of the 24-game schedule plus postseason, and it's hard to get up for every game, but like we preached to the kids this week, the teams that can do that every game and kind of play it with the energy that you have in game one and in the special games, and you can do it in game 16, 17, then you're going to win a lot of those games. And, I'm not sure we brought it today as well as we could have. But to their credit, they played very well too. And, we really didn't have an answer for some of their stuff. And, we wanted to come out in the second half and try to junk defense them a little bit and maybe leave a couple guys that I wasn't sure were very good shooters open. And then, of course, one of those kids' first catch nails a three, and it's like, no, we're not going to do that because that looks bad to, but sometimes we've had some luck with putting a guy in the lane to just help protect and hope that maybe a guy that doesn't shoot it quite as well won't get hot. But when they make the first couple, we don't want to do that. And when we're behind, we needed to pressure. And, we showed some little sparks. But
well, the third quarter's been a good quarter for you the last couple of weeks. You got that 11-0 run in the third quarter. You got it to 11 with the ball, chance to get it to single digits, turnover, and then it just rolled back the other way. And I think they had a 7-0 run right back, and you're right back at 18, and you exert all that energy. It's just kind of ended up being one of those nights.
Yeah. Well, the game felt to me a lot like the Webb City game in that, we were doing fine, and then all of a sudden, bad run in the second quarter gets us down sizably at halftime. We come out and have a good run in the third quarter, and we kind of got to that awkward stage where that group that was out there was playing well, and I really didn't necessarily want to substitute, and yet we've got some good players on the bench that we wanted to get them involved too, and I might have confused some of our players a little bit by, well, why are we coming out? We're starting to get hot and shoot it well and stuff, and I might have disrupted our own run, but I know there are going to be times we're going to need a lot of those guys who are very good players to come in and play valuable minutes. And I really hoped, since we were pressing, that their new energy would help. And, as it turned out, the other team kind of got, back on track, like you said, and extended the lead a little bit. But anyway.
Well, you're now you're where you want to be. You're done with basically the non-conference slate. You got 8 games coming up for conference season and a chance at a conference title. That's kind of where you guys want to be at, and that's just good for. This was a good week for you guys to get ready for that.
Yeah, no question. We knew it was going to be 2 really tough teams, and we needed to see that type of competition after the tournament that we played in and stuff, and so we should at least know what we're up against now, and they've made us pay for our mistakes, and so hopefully we can clean up some of those and play better. And we got 2 home games. If we could get those this week and jump out 4-0 in the league, it'd be nice. So.
Well, good luck this week. I know we'll have the game on Friday. I guess there's a varsity doubleheader Friday night against Pleasant Hill, I believe, and then you have Oak Grove
on
Tuesday night.
Yeah, they're a good team. So.
All right, well, Coach, we'll see you this week, and thanks a lot for coming up and chatting with us.
All right, thank you.
That is Coach Jeff Langer of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and the Wildcats fall. Final score again, 74-59 is the final. And Gary, he said it. You could tell just with him talking a little bit, he was, frustrated a little bit as well. He tried to do some different things and it just wasn't there tonight. But like he said, 2 huge games this week. I think that game Tuesday night going to be a real big one. Oak Grove at home. We will not have that game on 4Ts. We will have the Friday night doubleheader against Pleasant Hill. First time we'll get to see the Lady Wildcats this year, as they'll tip off at 5:30. So that will be a good one to watch this week. I may have to come on Tuesday night and check out the game just to check it out. So we'll see.
Well, like he was saying, and like I said earlier, though, these games that they played this week is going to make them better. They played very good competition, not taking anything away from our conference because we've got some excellent teams in our conference, but it's going to make them play at a higher level, playing Webb City on Tuesday, Carthage tonight or this afternoon, it's going to make them better going into that conference schedule.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So we'll see what happens this week. He said it's a big week for them. They fall to 12-5, but Gary mentioned it earlier. Got a chance if you can run the table in conference. You have 20 wins going into the district. So final score again, 74-59 is your final for Mr. Forschler. He's hiding back there. You can't see him over there. There you go. For Jerry Forschler, for Gary Davidson, I'm Chad Grammer. Oh, I want to thank my guy down there, Braxton Grammer, and I think Gary wants to probably say go.
No, that's all I got to do is point. I mean, go Chiefs. That's all I got to do.
Absolutely. Everybody have fun tomorrow. Be safe tomorrow. And, hey, let's bring home a world championship trophy. Let's bring the Lombardi trophy to Kansas City. I know Jerry will be cheering, but quietly won't be super happy because the Steelers are not in it. But nevertheless, we may have some battles with them over the next several years. Go Chiefs in the Super Bowl tomorrow. For Gary Davidson, for Jerry Forschler, for Braxton Grammer, Chase Grammer, I'm Chad Grammer saying good night from Harrisonville. We'll see you next Friday right back here against the Pleasant Hill Chicks and Roosters.